I watched my first Asian drama and it was very gay. Editing Cheyenne here. I pronounce Watt's name incorrectly for most of this, so my apologies. Backstory on how I began watching my first Asian drama. Have you ever had one of those days where you're just like, I need attention from my friends? I have many of them. And I'm not shy about it, you know? I like to give attention and receive it, so it's fine. And it was one of those days, and Yumi from Yumi the Book Demon was kind enough to be like, let's watch something. And I was like, okay, what should we watch? Because there's the Watch Together website thing. And she's like, what about that Asian drama I tagged you in? And I was like, what Asian drama? And like, what thing did you tag me in? Because we tag each other in a lot of things and I had totally forgotten it. But apparently it was this very gay, angsty Asian drama. And I was like, sure, why not? So we started watching it and my whole world changed. The show is called Together and it is just the most sweetest thing. I was gonna say wholesome, but it's not. There were some cultural differences that I had to kind of get used to, but they were easily explained. Like I was like, this is kind of weird, like why is this happening? And Yumi would explain it to me because she knows more about Asian dramas than I do. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I just kind of accepted it. One of the things is like the show very much like promotes stalking. And one of the characters makes a comment really early on about like, I like girls. And the other one's like, I can change that. It's like those couple things were like, but apparently it's super common. So I just kind of like set that aside and I'm like, okay, this is just this one show. It's not like I'm promoting stalking myself. So I still kept watching it and I love it so much. My heart. And it's so gay. I love them so much. My gay Thai children. I'm not one that falls into hype like super quickly. Do you really need to vacuum while I'm filming? I'm gonna keep going. That's the vacuum. I'm not one to fall into hype and like get swept up in it. So I didn't really ever get the whole Asian drama thing. I was just like, okay, I guess if there's one that I'm interested in watching, I'll watch it. It's really the same with any kind of genre of film or TV. I'm just kind of like, to everything until I watch it. And if I like it, then I super like it. So we're watching it and it's got all these, there's like a little chat thing in the Watch Together website that we were using. So you and I keep going like, oh my God, illegal move. What? It's a great time. I highly recommend watching things with your friends. So let's go over the characters real quick. This is Tyne. Tyne is one of the main characters of the show. And then there is Sarawat, which is the other main character of the show. And then there are Tyne's friends and What's friends. And then there's Eyebrows. I don't like Eyebrows. There's also one character that I want to mention and her name is Air and she has a very small role, but she is just like very sassy and sarcastic and like doesn't put up with people's shit and we're just like, ooh, snap. And she's just like very clear. It's just very funny and I love her. Let's talk about the product placement. Normally with product placement, I hate it. Teen Wolf, The Vampire Diaries, they do stuff like that and it's very obvious and very like, I hate this. But with this, I find it funny now. It's always like the same couple drinks or whatever and it's always them just like drinking it while the plot's going on around them. So I think that might be a reason why I like it and I think it's funny now is because while they're drinking the beverage, the stuff's still going on or like it's actually part of like the scene. It's not just like, there was one I think that was kind of like that. For the most part, it's just very specific types of like filming angles and it's just, now when I see them I'm like, it's that drink again. The guy who plays Watt is so good at like the longing glances while also being like kind of mostly emotionless, but like, oh, It's so good and it's so gay and I just very much enjoy it. So there's 8 episodes out currently right now. You can watch them on YouTube. I'm not sure how you would watch them not on YouTube. So the show starts out with Tyne, and he gets a note, I think it's a note from somebody, and it's like, hey, I like you, let's meet and whatever. And Tyne does, and he goes, and it turns out to be this dude named Green. Green is the most annoying fucking character that I have ever encountered. Ever. There's a purpose for his annoying behavior, but fuck. So Green won't take no for an answer, so Tyne's friends come up with a brilliant idea to make him jealous. They try with a girl, and Green doesn't accept it. It's just like, whatever. And keeps going on with his like flirting and stuff, and like calling Tyne his boyfriend. And then they are like, okay, we'll try a boy. And they're like, what boy? And there was this show at their school, and the guitarist had to be like subbed in, and it was subbed in by Sarawat, and I love him. Do I have a favorite character? No, of course not. Why would you say that? So the girls in the school like become super obsessed with Watt, and they make like this club, like Sarawat's wives and stuff. And so they're like, okay, well, like he's super popular. Maybe he'll be down for, you know, flirting with Tyne just so he can get Green off his back. So he starts trying to talk to Watt, and Watt's like not having it. Is like, no. And so Tyne's friends and Tyne start like stalking Watt, exactly like how Green is stalking Tyne, which is interesting. Tyne joins the What's the Wives group, and he was trying to learn all this information, like what he likes, where he's gonna be. Eventually he's like, will you be my boyfriend? And Watt's like, the fuck is wrong with you? And he doesn't agree, and he doesn't agree, and even after Tyne explains, he doesn't agree. And then a lot of stuff happens. There's a lot of cliffhangers in this show that's like, I have to know right now. So you just like keep watching. Just my heart just a beating thinking about it. So eventually Watt does agree, and he starts flirting with Tyne, but it's like very obvious, and Green like isn't picking it up, and it takes Green a while to like admit that like this is like an actual thing, that Watt's actually flirting with Tyne, and Tyne and Watt have this like thing where they talk about it, and Tyne's like, you suck at flirting, and Watt's like, what the fuck do you mean I suck at flirting? There's this whole thing, and there's all these shenanigans, and it's like, and you just see their longing glances at each other, like Tyne like slowly falling for Watt, and Watt totally digging Tyne. And they keep having these like almost moments, and these like almost like confession type things, and then it just goes, and the show has so many cliffhangers. I like the drama that Eyebrows brings. While I don't like Eyebrows himself, he has this thing where, I don't know, he's a very flirty dude, but also like a very entitled, cocky douchebag. So we'll see. I only call him Eyebrows for obvious reasons. As the show goes on, there is more and more like side plots. One of Watt's friends has like this like love interest he's chasing after and stalking, because that's the theme of the show apparently. And Eyebrows and Watt don't get along, but Eyebrows is also like kind of flirting with Watt's brother. It's just all very dramatic, and I love it so much. Like, and some of the acting is terrible, and some of the acting is like very good. My gay Thai babies, I love them so much. It is in Thai, so you like you need to use subtitles. Occasionally I would have to like go back a little bit because like they would speak too fast, and then like the dialogue would be gone, but that's like not really that big of a deal. And it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, Tyne's friends are so stupid. Oh my god. And like they get in the way of stuff all the time. I like how obnoxious Green is. Like, he is the most annoying character, but if he wasn't who he was, Tyne and Watt would never have had this situation where like they would have to like fake date, you know? So ultimately he is the best plot device and I love him. So I'm Cheyenne. This is the Book Mermaid. This has been my like I don't know how many episodes are in the series. I guess just like current updated review of the Asian drama Together. I highly recommend it. And I hope you have a great day. And I really hope that you watch these angsty gays with me. Okay, goodbye.